earlier in the game, and then fewer as the game goes on because they become less relevant.
Okay. Let's put this on starting team, the Dire, and it's a best of 3.
Rest mode. I love the PS4, man. It's so light.
Yeah, it actually is deceptively light compared to the honking VCR that is the Xbox
PS3.
One.
Yeah, the Xbox One.
Well, no, the original PS3 is incredibly heavy.
Oh, yeah,
incredibly. Like, I had one for the longest time, and dude. But the Xbox One and the original Xbox are both incredibly heavy machines. Like, I think the original Xbox clocked in at an astounding 14 pounds.
Yeah, it was a brick. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't even have a power brick.
What, the PS4? Yeah, it's because it's inside.
Yeah, I know. Which would you think would make it weigh a shit ton?
Again, we are casting. So, enough with the pillow talk. I mean, you know dirty language gets me going, Logs, but come on, man.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for cutting through the tree hole, Jenkins.
I don't even know what that means.
Alright, we got 1G. We need a 1 more. Alright. Good luck, have fun. I got the Crimbus Maiden, man. Crimbus Maiden.
Enabling my open mic. Once? Is that what we're going to call them?
1 tap, 2 tap, 3 taps, my Dota team.
Dwarf. 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 I like it. I can roll with dwarf.
I'm not a fan of.
It's like, it's almost like what dubstep has in it. Almost. Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of what dubstep has, welcome to the Dota 2 Killcopter. You're flying high over this, the best of 3 matchup between Cafe Lou Crew and Daywalker Knight. I am your host, Brushfire, and I'm joined here by Jude Skin Joestar and Technoman on stats. Gentlemen, it is time for the playoffs of the UGC League Season 3. And we have what's going to be a spectacular fight between number 4 ranked Cafe Lou Crew and number 5 ranked Daywalker Knight. We're going to call him Dwimp from here on out. First band phase is underway. Gentlemen, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling good and refreshed after that week off.
Oh, man, yeah, the week off, man. This is a week off. This is a week off.
Yeah. It was a vacation. Just really needed that.
Indeed, and week offs gave everybody a bye week, everybody some time to recover from the ladders, and man, the stats were spectacular. Right now, they're not here tonight, but the Void Boys current league champions as far as their placement. They are number 1 in the league, 14-2 record, absolutely staggering. But we're not going to talk about them tonight because we're going to talk about Cafe Lou Crew and Daywalker Knight Dwimph, who are now done with their first band phase. Axe and Io gone from Dwimph, and then Cafe Lou Crew taking out the Troll Warlord and the Bat Rider. Daywalker gets their first pick. Let's see how they do. Now, Logs, you've been on the scene for a little bit longer than most of us here in the Dota 2 Killcopter, but how long has it been since IO has been a first ban-worthy opponent?
It's been a while, probably a little over a year now.
Would you say it's been a while by was it Breaking Benjamin? I think Breaking Benjamin.
I'm really not
It was popular in the 2004s. Anyway, first pick from Dwimp going to Sniper. Not a surprise there. Sniper has seen a huge resurgence as of late, anyway. Being prime mid material. Not easy to deal with him because of his range, though he does fall off pretty hard these days. So, Daywalker. Now, Logs, before you cut me off, hear me out. He has been falling off late game, especially if he doesn't participate in any of the team fights. And we're seeing a lot of long-range CC right there with Earthshaker and Lion coming out of Cafe Lu Crew, possibly to deal with Sniper, possibly preemptively because they're spectacular supports right now. Logs, expert analysis, tell me about it.
Well, yeah, I'll agree with the Earthshaker's definitely to deal with the Sniper just because he doesn't have to get close to him to stun him up, which is what's hard about dealing with a Sniper late game is it's so hard to get close to him because he's essentially just, he's just turret and he just shoots everyone.
From a long distance, a lot further than a turret. Interesting choice by Dwimp right there, picking up the Morphling. Logs, how do you feel?
Can't say I really understand the Morphling pick. I mean, it still gets played every now and again, sometimes offlane. I've even seen the support Morphling, but I feel like it's pretty weak against Lion.
Maybe a specialty hero.
It may be a specialty hero.
They're probably going for like the longest possible stun ever. There seems to be a strat where you can use Morphling stun and just lock somebody down for like ever and ever.
You just morph strength and just keep it there.
Second ban phase now underway. Daywalker banning out the Queen of Pain. You make me sad. Then Jugs getting banned out by Cafe Lu Crew. Very smart bans on both part. Queen of Pain brings a lot of mobility and a lot of burst to the field, as well as a dot. Good times, good times. And Jugs, let's face it, it's Juggernaut.
He's super OP. Also, throwing a stat out early, IO's win rate right now is like 39%. And I know that includes all games, including just regular public games, but that's still not first-tier ban-worthy, in my opinion. Logan, you got any ideas to why they're going for that early ban? Like,
I would say that ban would have to probably be to counter a specialty from Cafe the Crew that we just haven't seen yet.
Okay. It's a respect ban then, because Wisp currently doesn't have a win rate that really is worth a first-tier ban.
And even when he gets picked in pro games, he never does well unless he's paired with someone like a Tiny or, something that just works well with him.
Something that would warrant the first round ban.
Yeah.
Also, I said banned instead of ban.
And?
Yep, the first round banned. His favorite, Breaking Benjamin. All right, Spectre getting banned out by Daywalker. Logs, what do you think of that?
Well, both the Queen of Pain and the Spectre are actually quite good against snipers, so I can understand both of those bans. Just taking out things that Sniper has a lot of trouble dealing with in the late game.
So, you think their strat is going to be centering around the Sniper then? Nothing like elsewhere on the team. They're just going to do their best to maximize Sniper's effectiveness at this point.
I believe so. They'll probably still pick up another carry because, they might put the Morphling farming safe, but...
Please carry Wind Ranger. Please make this a thing. I just really want to see it. I love her Aghanim's upgrade, and there's been quite a few different builds coming out for her that keep her interesting. So I really like her as a semi-carry into maybe even a full carry.
Well, we'll see what time we'll say here. Clockwork getting the third pickup of Cafe Le Crew. Now that's very interesting because they have yet another long-distance gap closer at this point that they're trying to lock down Sniper. Logs, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment. The Clockwork's very strong, long-range stun.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
All right, so Daywalker pulls out the red-haired temptress right there. Daywalker picking up Lena as their third pick. Cafe Le Crew fourth pick now underway.
I think I'll
Maybe carry Lena, or do you think they're just going to put it all on Sniper and Morphling?
And yeah, Sniper and Morphling will probably get it. I mean, Lena, you can just I don't know.
I wouldn't say the greatest of supports, but not a bad choice with this lineup. Not even a bad choice.
You could actually probably.
She can one-shot 3 out of the 5 thus far.
Solo against the Clockwork, and then they could just try an aggressive try. Although this is pretty risky against Earthshaker.
And now we have a Zeus pickup as well on Cafe Le Crew. Ooh. Hello. Hello, pretty bird.
But also why?
Now, are you saying why to the Zeus or why to the Phoenix?
But also why to the Phoenix, because there's just
Clockwork
going off of
wreck Phoenix.
Clockwork is their offlaner. Zeus is their mid laner. Lion and Earthshaker are both of their supports. Those supports are going to wreck Phoenix in the offlane. Phoenix is not going to have a good lane anywhere, to be honest.
Not at all. He can go against any one of Cafe Le Crew's possible lane outs, and he just does not fare well at all.
So in that case, why Phoenix? Like, anybody got some strategy thoughts here as to what they're going for?
Possible specialty hero. We've seen a couple of things here. Morphling, possible specialty hero. Phoenix, possible specialty hero. They
still need their other support. They may go for Treant Protector. Treant Protector and Phoenix pair very, very well together.
That's true. And you're right, they are still down to support. They rushed to really pick carries and semi-carries for this, so...
Well, with the last ban now currently available, who do you think we're going to see banned out in this final phase?
Let's see.
Never mind. CC banned out. And that's actually a pretty decent ban considering what this lineup for Daywalker can do. So Enigma, I'd say good ban.
I'd say good ban as well, because they've already, picked a very greedy lineup. It wouldn't be surprising for them to go for even more greed.
Well, that and Enigma can just sit in the jungle and farm pretty handily in jungle with no issues, which frees up some lane farm for another hero.
Yeah, greed.
Yep, greed.
Over in chat, Spriggan says Breaking Benjamin was boss. And an anti-mage ban out from Daywalker says that this ban phase is now over. We have the last pick for both teams. Logs, where your money at?
Ooh, anti-mage is actually probably the best ban they could have had there.
Medusa, do it!
No.
Do it.
No.
Actually, don't hate it.
Logs, don't consider that madness.
Don't hate it.
I don't hate it. Just don't consider that madness.
5 seconds.
I'm throwing my money down on a Medusa pickup. She's good against Morphling, Lena. Alright against Phoenix. Not great. Depends on how she builds. I'm just thinking more of, they have Phoenix, I think, to sort of disengage a team fight.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the juxtapositioner extraordinaire has been picked up by Cafe Le Crew, Phantom Lancer on the field. So how will Daywalker respond? That's a good question. They have about 50 seconds remaining in the tank to pick their poison, so to speak.
Ooh, I don't know. They could use a silence. Silence would be very good for them.
10
Their
seconds
final support,
remaining.
so...
5 seconds remaining.
We need something that can deal with illusions. So
Reserve time.
You know, Shadow Shaman might not be a bad idea.
Over in chat, Spriggans is calling for Storm Spirit.
Oh, he's gonna be sad.
He is going to be very, very sad.
they're just totally going to do it now just to mess with you.
That wouldn't. Okay, just throw away your game.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
So
Best
everybody,
game!
this game has made everybody here at the Dota 2 Killcopter happy. It's got my girl Lena. It's got Phantom Lancer for the logs, and because he's really into spiders, Broodmother for Technoman. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your draft phase. Let's go down to the field and take a look at who we have to deal with. Over on Cafe Lu Crew, you've got your oh my goodness. You've got your dire side, which is going to have Phantom Lancer being played by Cafe Le Crew's Mind, Keel being on the Clockwork Lion, played by Memoria. Then you've got the Cafe Le team captain on the Earthshaker, and Zeus, Blue, the Savage. Logs, who do we have on the dire side?
Radiant. Or, right, sorry, I'm backwards.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Over on the dire side, we have Little Rabbit on Lena. Mr. Oh, jeez, that's a long name. It's hard to read. Eternal
Rude,
Flame
what you
on
doing?
Broodmother. Gammon on Sniper. Perry on the Morphling. And Yato Toka on the Phoenix.
30
Gato Baka.
seconds to battle.
Not much aggression here. Almost a misstep by Eternal Flame over in bottom lane. Brood's got the webs out, but not going to... Oh, there goes the cinch. Oh, this Brood is done for. There went the Fisher. There went the Zap. Phantom Lancer doing the chase, but Eternal Flame will dip into the woods, start the teleport out, and will just not be able to do it as Blue the Savage picks up that first blood pre-buzzer beater.
Ouch.
Hey, Logs, did you see how Matt's favorite character got murdered in bottom lane?
Yes, I loved it.
It was hilarious.
That early Century Ward just kind of destroying
Think
my
about
favorite
it.
hero.
Think about it. Think about what happened there. They said that, okay, we're going to have Broodmother. Broodmother is going to attempt to push forever. And that's Broodmother's ability. She just throws down a web and pushes forever. Everything is happy. So they had the bright idea, let's grab a sentry, wait till the web goes down, throw it down, see if we can find her out, then eat her alive. And she almost made it out. She almost did. But some quick thinking and some mini stuns were able to seal her fate.
That and a hex.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Very well-timed tags.
didn't have any many stuns.
Doesn't, no, never mind, he doesn't. Oh, Keel doing a lot of damage to Yato Toka, who was caught by one of the cog shots. So we can't do our customary who's going to get first blood this game, unfortunately, because it was a buzzer beater. Now we're going to see who gets second blood. Who gets lane blood? How about that? We'll make that the game. Logs, who do you think is going to get their lane blood?
Let's see, what's the...
Well, over on top lane.
I don't think it'll be Clockwork.
Top lane, you got Clockwork going up against Morph, going up against a semi-jungling Lena, and then we've also got, in free rotation, Yato Tokai on the Phoenix. Now in mid, you got the matchup of Gammon on Sniper versus Blue the Savage on Zeus. Personally, since Zeus now has a little bit of extra oomph in his tank from that first blood kill, I'm probably going to give that lane blood if it happens to Zeus, because he's got poke, he's got a lot of help here, he's got a bottle charge, he's got sustain as well. He's doing pretty good for himself.
Very hasted and smoked Phoenix making his way mid.
He's only level 1 though. He's gonna try for the courier snipe.
Oh, they kind of know.
They know. They are smart over here on doing it from Daywalker, knowing that they do not want to risk their courier. Meanwhile, over in top lane, a little bit of back and forth between Keel and Perry, both disengaging after a short time. Back on bottom lane, Mind kind of not passively farming, but just playing it safe here.
No, he's totally passively farming.
He's very passively farming.
This is the most passive. And he's punching the spiderlings. This is child abuse. How could you mind? How could you?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dota 2 Killcopter tonight is brought to you by the dumbest jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm glad you went with that instead of what I thought you were gonna go with.
Yeah, they could have been bad.
What did you think I was going to go with?
Brought to you by child abuse.
Oh, no, I do not advocate that at all. Mind going a little bit frisky on Eternal Flame. They will both disengage. Meanwhile, over in mid, Battle of the Mind versus, well, not much of a mind because right-clicking is very difficult. Blue the Savage still going at it with Gammon. Let's take a look at our current last hit denies. Right now, Phantom Lancer over at bottom lane doing a very good job. 24-8, 19-3 going to the Morphling. No, 20-3 now, and then 19-5 over on the Sniper.
Ooh,
and
Lion just lost about half of his health to Spiderlings.
Mind is he's trying to draw out Eternal Flame. He's trying to draw her out so bad.
That could backfire on him though.
Well, it's not like Eternal Flame is kind of out of the miss here. She does have a ward that is currently looking right at Cafe Lou.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of aggression coming out of Gammon, who was able to start hitting the tower just a little bit right there.
Oh, if Perry's not careful up here, he might get himself jumped by Clockwork.
We also got to look at Little Rabbit, who's also pretty low considering, both at just under 1/3 health. Phantom doing a little bit of pushing on bottom lane. Going after Eternal Flame. Eternal Flame getting chunked pretty hard, but will not suffer too terrible.
This is a good counterplay coming out of Mind.
Hold that thought. Mid lane. Oh, there was that sniper there, and then Blue the Savage made my prophecy come true and picked himself up a delectable sniper treat.
They almost got Broodmother down in bottom lane too. That ult hit her as well, revealing her, and then Phantom Lancer threw off a lance.
Oh, meanwhile, over in bottom rune, Yato Toka was in very dire straits right there, barely being able to Icarus dive away. I like that Phantom Lancer set that he's got on. It's nice.
Which one is it? Oh, the Chinese looking one.
Yeah, it's a Chinese looking one. He's got a little pipe and stuff. It's cute.
I'm not a fan of that one. I like the sun one, or the one that makes him look like a Shaolin monk more.
Ah, yes, the Shaolin monk one. Also very good. Little Rabbit going to fill in Sniper's role in mid while he is out and about. Ah, Zeus bottle crowing right now. Very nice.
Broodmother has had a pretty terrible lane so far. She hasn't had the freedom to farm that usually you get from, being a Broodmother.
Well, if you come prepared, like all of Cafe Lou crew did, they came prepared. They were able to shut her down early, And now that they've kind of done that, she hasn't been able to hit her stride. And who knows? She might be able to hit her stride. The day is still young.
Regeneration.
She's getting her spiderlings built back up.
Zeus getting his jangle on right there. You can't run from heaven. I'm going to turn into a swan now.
I
You
get
like
that
swans,
reference.
right? Humans are into that.
Humans are into swans and bulls and stuff. Ah.
Oh, Broodmother is gonna get trapped in the creeps.
Broodmother could be in a bad spot right here because she is a little bit out of her element. She does have backup though from Phoenix, though the dust comes out and then she is done right there. Phoenix trying to do a little bit of damage, but he will not be able to do it as the onslaught of Phantom Lancers come in and just wreck his face. Broodmother did trade 2 for 1 in that one, picking up Lion, but that was rough to say the least. Cafe Lou currently getting chased by spiders. They will go instead and jungle up over in the jungle.
Sniper is super low HP. He dueled it out with Zeus mid, eventually killed Zeus, and then Clockwork. Nope, Clockwork going in on Lena mid.
Indeed, she throws out her stun, her Dragon Slave, but it's not going to be enough to save her, as even though Toka came in to try to save his teammate, just was not able to. Hookshot's going to be down on cooldown for a bit, but Clockwork did what he wanted to do.
He also almost killed Phoenix. If he had had a little more time left on battery assault, I think he could have gotten a double kill there. Very unfortunate.
I think Toka would have been excuse me, Toka would have been able to get away. It would have been a pain, but he would have been able to.
He had already used his Icarus dive though. It was on cooldown.
Right, but he still has, even right now, 259 HP, and battery does not do as much as you might think. It does some stuns, but there was no cogs to be had from Clockwork at that time.
At that point, the mini stun slows you from moving.
He also had better boots than he did though, so he would have been able to run him down.
Maybe.
Yeah, and Phoenix isn't level 6 yet, so no supernova to save him. That could have been a kill there, a double kill, but Phoenix actually just got lucky. The battery assault ran out.
Playing it safe is where it's at, though.
Yeah, and that's also why Clockwork didn't really pursue.
Oh. Eternal Flame got pinged out. Memoria and Mind both currently waiting in the wings. They did manage to get a tier 1 over on the dire side, and then out went... Oh, did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, cheeky fight right there from Eternal Flame, sicking the babies out, the not even born babies out on Phantom Lancer, picking them off. Well done.
Yeah, Earthshaker buying a Gem of True Sight. We saw this in a previous game, and I'm going to say the same thing I said then. I think that's a really risky move, because Broodmother can just eat Earthshaker alive, and then he turns that gem over, which gives her dewarding capability. It's a really risky move.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Back on the tier 2 now, as Broodmother has kept up the pace.
Those are some fat spiderlings.
What do you think? Where do you think Broodmother's gonna go next? Tournament. Broodmother expert.
She's currently sitting on about 1,000, but that's an excellent question.
Well, do you think she's going Tegan?
She's building that way, yes, and it would work really well for her going after Phantom Lancer.
They're going for the Broodmother over on bottom. The God's Wrath coming down to stave off, but no, she is going to get hit by the Phantom Lancer and picked off with Zeus doing the final bolt of judgment.
Yeah, okay. So Earthshaker has revealed he has the Gem of True Sight now, though. So he'll be hot on their hit list. As if he wouldn't already be, because he's a squishy pickoff, but...
Well, think of it this way. Earthshaker bought the gem because they needed to deal with Broodmother.
Up top.
Oh, up top.
Blackbird is going in on Little Rabbit.
Oh, and Little Rabbit will go down with a nice teleport in from Memoria. Perry will have to dive away to get out of there, but that was a good play. A good play by Clockwork right there, being able to single out Lena and make sure that she was taken care of before walking out of there himself.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of misplays thus far. Like, Phoenix doesn't really seem to have, like, any real purpose in the game thus far. It hasn't really shown whatever their intent is for that pick. It just seems sort of like a liability almost at this point. And let's face it, Broodmother is getting shut down by the fact that they just have really, really good vision in bottom lane right now.
By the way, over in chat, people are asking for stats. People are asking for stats, Jenkins. Stats.
Oh, you mean like all those other stats I've given?
I don't know about you, but I've only seen 2 so far logs, and this game is 13 minutes log. Already 14 minutes and only 2 stats. I hope you plan on buying 14 wards with those.
Okay.
Broodmother's going in on bottom.
Oh, indeed,
Up
she
high.
wants it. Phantom Lancer, though, trying to give chase, will not be able to, but we've got Memoria in the background. Earthshaker throwing out the stun. She's there. They know she's there now. Oh, they want her. They want her. There goes the Earth Spike. There goes the split up, and man, divorcing the mother right there, single mom, so sad. That Phantom Lancer, man. That was some good play right there.
Oh, it looks like Zeus is going to get picked off by Sniper again. That's twice he's
But
died
meanwhile,
mid.
Keel is going to go after him as well. Popping the blade mail, popping the flares, popping the cogs, popping the hookshot. Everything was perfect in that play. Keel managed to pick off Sniper, and that's a 3-for-none exchange after all was said and done. Or 3-for-1, excuse me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Boom! Dire's
I can't remember. Does Lincoln Sphere block Fissure anymore? I feel like it doesn't.
It's not a targeted ability, so
Yeah,
I would
I know
think
it used to.
does.
I just don't remember if it still does.
I'm not sure, honestly. That's one of those edge cases that they could have patched and fixed, but maybe not. Maybe we'll see this game.
Oh, Broodmother picked up a recipe for a hand of Midas.
Oh wow, they're trying to put her as a semi carry, maybe, or I've always said this about Midas, but it is not a come from behind item. I mean, maybe if you could get the farming space for it, but it's a risk. It's a really big risk that doesn't usually pay off. I don't think Hand of Midas would have worked for her, and I don't think Dagon is really going to work for her against the Phantom Lancer, because he can just disjoint, and she won't have enough burst to kill him outright. But I think something maybe like a Yasha would be a better farming thing, and the additional movement speed. Or heck, even a Blink Dagger or something to get her over the fissures. Or Force Staff. Something that could help her mobility would be a much better pickup for her. Especially because she's getting crushed by all the CC coming out of Earthshaker and Lion.
We've got a bit of a fight that might go down over here in top lane, top jungle, excuse me, as Perry is now being chased by Keel. Oh, the battery assault going off. Perry trying to run around the tree, trying to juke for dear life. Hookshot is off cooldown. He will dive for it. There's a teleport coming in from Little Rabbit, and that'll be the disjoint. No teammate could get there fast enough to help Clockwork seal the deal on Morphling, so Morphling gets away scot-free.
Where is their gem?
Still on Earthshaker? Well, no.
No, it's in base now. Now Earthshaker's got it again. And he dropped it. Guess they don't feel like they need it anymore.
Let's take a look at net worth right now. Phantom Lancer, leader of the pack, 8,600.5 gold right now, doing very well for himself. Meanwhile, followed up in second place, 7,400 going to Perry, who has been holding his own quite well too. Zeus, mid lane man, going 6,200 at the moment. It's only 20 minutes into this game, so we're not doing too bad for ourselves here. However, that Phantom Lancer is just farming like a madman.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he's been passively farming bottom pretty much all game. And farming Broodmother because of Lion and Earthshaker. And the occasional Zeus roaming.
And he's also been getting the Spiderlings. Yeah, but
Yep.
he's got a Diffusal, Yasha, and a Morbid Mask now, so he's sitting pretty.
Yeah, he's definitely not hurting for farm. It looks like he just traded off his Quelling Blade too, so he'll get a little itty bit of money back. Whatever synergy Dwump is counting on, I haven't seen it pull together yet. I think they might need to just get a team fight, but right now Morphling's Lincoln Sphere is getting almost done. He's short a recipe on that. I think rushing the Lincoln Sphere is actually probably a good idea. There's going to be a smoke gank going up here on top lane to try and slow him down a little.
But they're being drawn out. Either the Brood saw it or
Courier,
the Earthshaker saw it. Courier attempt. No, sir. He will run out of there safe and sound. Poor little Fennec Fox. Meanwhile, Broodmother trying to give chase on Blue the Savage. The assassination will go out. The Spiderlings will go out as well. The Supernova is currently happening, folks. Will they be able to capitalize on it? The explosion does go off. It hits Memoria. Kill does not take too much damage from it. Perry going in for the Phantom Lancer. Mine not too far down. Meanwhile, the drain goes out. The finger goes off to Perry. Perry strength toggling to get out of it. Doesn't even care. Keel popping the cogs. Popping the blade mail. He wants to run. The laser, the Kamehameha coming out of Toka. That's going to be all she right there. And a nice team fight. You want to talk about team fight needing? Boy, Dwimp just got it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well then, that actually played out a lot
Radiant middle
differently than I had pictured. Morphling actually coming in, just finished his Lincoln Sphere. I don't think they were expecting him to replicate onto an illusion. And he did, and just popped right in. I think
with that, they're going to go for a Roche attempt too.
It's a great time to do it. They have 3 of their team members down. Earthshaker could be a bit of a problem here, but Earthshaker, Zeus, and maybe the Lion are just not going to be enough to really mess this up for them.
Earthshaker also does not have his Blink Dagger yet.
Yeah, that's a big issue. He went with the gem first, and it slowed down his item progression a little bit.
Everybody's joining the Roche pit now. Some folks know it. There went the flares. They're going to just be able to see Dwimp, but it's not going to be enough as the Aegis gets picked up by a sniper, and that's going to be all she wrote for that Roche pit.
Lots of pings going out. They're aware from their own wards that they're going to deward here thanks to Earthshaker's convenient Gem of True Sight, which is back on him right now. Interesting. Broodmother is staying well back here, and she's using her Spiderlings really as like additional mobile wards. This is actually a really safe play from her.
And meanwhile, we've got Sniper just wailing on the tower from a safe distance. Oh, Earthshaker goes out. Big Fisher, then the Pain Spike, then the nice hook shot. But no! Birdman says, get wrecked, nerd. Here comes the Supernova. Gives Sniper just enough time to pull off an assassinate. Evening out the score, ladies and gentlemen. 22 minutes in, we are at 11 and 11. 1 kill per minute per team.
Really good trades coming out here. And Phoenix is starting to show her worth. They go in on her and then can't actually get the final kill.
Also, did we lose Logan?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure.
So, Logs, what do you think about that last team fight that we saw? Sanj and Yasha coming up on Sniper.
Honestly, it felt a little sloppy. I'm not sure why Lion didn't just use his ultimate to kill the Phoenix instead of trying to get the kill to go to the Clockwork.
Don't know, maybe they're trying to feed Clockwork and just sort of push him through since he's doing a little better than some other people.
Clockwork is not doing too bad for himself. He's 3-2-0, which is not terrible. He's got 65 last hits, which, again, not terrible. And he's also being trailed by a bunch of Spiderlings.
I think they were more of trying to get vision.
They also blocked their large camp there, so Brood's being very smart and sort of gimping their farm.
Because why give up a lead when you can just keep yourself in the lead?
And Brood has opted to go for a BKB, so she's definitely just going for the right-click build this game.
Very interesting choice here for some of the things that she's doing, but it seems to be at least quasi-working for her. And she's going to opt to split push down bottom, it looks like, while her team pushes top.
Assassination attempt goes out on Keel. Keel will have to dip into the backfield as Tier 2, number 3, or excuse me, Tier 2, number 1 goes down.
Also, Morphling seems to constantly pick the sniper as his illusion of choice. Wow, that was really helpful. Using the sniper illusion as a way to get high ground sight safely.
The sniper was able to pick off Lion as well. In comes Cafe Lou, throws down the Fisher, the Supernova off again. Birdman trying to keep himself alive, and he will do just that.
Phoenix is actually showing a lot of value here.
Ah ha ha! But surprise, ladies and gentlemen, the Aegis is back, but Keel is going to have to run away. Oh, he's trying to 1v1. He wants to 1v1 Blue. Blue will be able to save it off, and then boom! Ladies and gentlemen, Zeus has just said ha ha to Sniper right there, bringing down the Thunder God's wrath as always.
That Soul Ring just paid for itself. And Earthshaker once again opting to leave the Gem of True Sight in the base, thinking maybe there's a team fight going. They're being really careful to sort of micromanage who's carrying the gem at what point. Making sure not to give that over to Brood and trying to keep her down as much as possible.
Well, think about it. If they fed that Gem of True Sight, any kind of map presence, forward map presence at that point would be lost to them because Brood would just walk around, eat their wards, gain all of the money in the world, and then that would be a bad time for Cafe Lou crew.
You could say
I think more of they would probably put it on the Phoenix.
Interesting choice from Brood Mother. She's buying up the recipes for her Necrobook before she buys up anything else.
That is an interesting choice. I mean, she's kind of like max slotted at this point. Like, I don't see what she would trade off for
Shield.
it. So it.
Yeah, she's gonna drop the
She's a
shield.
4-man shield. It has almost no significance this late.
Yeah, that's probably a good reason. I like that Lena, as a replicant, is sort of down here trying to sort of bait, but wow. One thing I'll give Broodmother, she knows when she's up against centaurs when they're going to stomp, and she makes sure she's not close to them when that happens.
Well, it's actually quite simple. When there's more than 3 targets, they will always just stomp immediately.
Yep, but she is still being very careful to make sure that she's cognizant of when that's going to happen.
Cognizant.
Cognizant.
Got a kind of clockwork in this game. Ha!
It's this guy right here. That's an arrow, by the way. There we go. It's like an upside down check mark. It's like, here, this guy.
Checking a cash.
Your mother's well on her way to her level 3 Necrobook now, so she just needs to buy the last recipe and then actually buy the Necrobook.
She's still trailing behind Phantom Lancer by about 2,000-ish net worth, but she has managed to catch up a little because she was in a much worse position after the early game. Keeping in mind that other than mid and bottom tower, I think the only tier 2s missing are on Radiant side. So that it's important to sort of notice that at least in total push, I think Dire is doing a little better.
Oh, this could be bad. There goes the hookshot, the assassination. Lina is out of the fight. Supernova goes off, but man, that bird is just... What? He was almost able to save that right there. Whirlwind going up on Blue Savage. Blue Savage will go down as well. Mine trying to turn the tides and now going after Parry. In comes the BKB Eternal Flame. Boom, the juxtaposition. Mine wants to leave. They're chasing the wrong target. They're chasing the wrong target. They fell for it. They fell for it hard as Mine picks up yet another kill. Nice double and a 4-for-3 exchange in favor of Cafe Le Crew, who came out better on that one. Let's take a look at the fight recap right now. Wow, Cafe Le Crew had a great fight that time around. 1,500 gold going to Phantom Lancer. 1,500. That's a lot of money. And after all was said and done, Dwimph lost 47 gold.
Yeah, that was a really interesting fight. I love the Zeus play though. He's like, I can't get out of this. Heals himself up, and then he just turns around and lightning bolts the crap out of Sniper. Like, yeah, you'll get me, but I'm gonna get your Sniper too. So I think that was a really intelligent play from him.
Bit of an odd choice from Lina. She's getting her Ag Scepter before she gets Yules.
You don't need mana.
To be fair, she pretty much stayed top lane and babysit Morphling instead of really roaming. And when she did roam, it wasn't very successful. So they pretty much just let her farm jungle. So she's not doing great in personal net worth. She's doing
from the bottom.
Yeah,
last place.
She's doing mildly better than the supports on CLC, but that, to be fair, that's because Lion and Earthshaker stayed bottom all game, trying to feed Broodmother to Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, and also the supports on CLC. Lion's got his blink dagger already. Earthshaker's almost got his. Once they have those, they don't really need any other items.
Exactly.
Yep. Then it's all ward money.
They want their Force Staffs. They want. Earthshaker's probably going to want an Agnums at some point, but other than that, they don't need anything.
Definition of a support: someone who can focus on helping out their teammates without having to dump money into items or, levels.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
And Broodmother finally decided to get the actual parts of the Necroblood.
Thank you for that, Jiggles. Thank you.
You're welcome. Looks like we're going to see our next fight over Roche. Both teams sort of getting into position, trying to get their wards set up. It's going to be a fight to see who really gets a good pick off here. And this is dangerous because they're going to see Broodmother. They're going to know she's in this area here. This could be this could be an important pick off here.
If they're able to.
That's true. They run the risk that they walk into a re-engagement and also get picked off.
And Roshan is up.
And the Radiants see it, but the Dire does not see it.
Yeah.
This could be a boon that they are looking for right here. Phoenix
had to leave in order to I guess not be a sitting duck, if you will.
Quack.
Since Clockwork was aware. Yeah.
Clockwork.
Yeah, I think it's actually Quackwork.
Quackwork, I'm sorry. Since Quackwork knew that she was sitting there waiting. Or he
Hookshot goes out, they're gonna pick up Keel or show. No, they're gonna did he hookshot it? That was a
hookshot. They baited it onto the sniper illusion. But as soon as they realized that it was an illusion, they just up and killed the Lena.
Well, not terrible. They definitely wanted a team fight there to try to wipe everybody, but hey, you can't win them all.
Also, Phantom Lancer's got an Eye of Scotty up now. That's disgusting. He's gonna have lots of slow. There will be no running away from him.
Honestly, the Scotty's too powerful an item. It's too good.
It's really amazingly
It's-
good.
On all the hard carries these days, it's not even like, am I gonna pick up an Eye of Scotty? It's more
Ooh.
like, when am I gonna get that Eye of Scotty?
Going in at the Roche pit.
Fight happening right now. Supernova going off to try to bring the fight out of the Roche pit. They're going to go after Perry. Perry was able to zip away, but not too much now. We got a big fight right now. Oh, man. Hookshot goes in. Keel looking to pick up somebody, anybody. They can't do it. They'll pick up a Phoenix. They'll pick up a sniper over on Cafe Lou. Cafe Lou looking to start the Roche fight now. He's not a Batman villain. Get out of here.
That was sort of a little bit of a misplay from Lion.
Oh, Eternal Flame getting very greedy right there, but will be able to walk away BKB, but being chased forever. And they will pick up a 3-for-1 exchange, trading Lion for Brood, Snipes, and the Bird.
Yeah, Lion, he may have misplayed there to start off, but it worked really well afterwards. He blinked in and he went for a Hex on Morphling, and all it did was pop Morphling's Lincoln Sphere. So then Perry and the rest chased him down river, and he sort of sacrificed for himself, and then Morphling was able to jump to his replicate illusion and continue the fight from behind. And then from there, Phantom Lancer happened, and that was the thing.
Not to be surprised to see Zeus start working towards
Regeneration.
Agnum Scepter at this point. It's just starting to lack on the damage now.
Yeah, he's currently carrying the Gem of True Sight, actually, so...
Seems a bit redundant if you ask me.
Yeah...
Well, let's look at it this way. Blue the Savage currently carrying the gem. That's not a bad idea, honestly. I mean, you're right. It is a tiny bit redundant, but he has a way to spot the wards without having to waste his mana and guess where they are.
Well, I think it's more of he doesn't have to worry about wasting a lightning bolt with its cooldown when it doesn't really matter. He
6 second cooldown.
I know, but it's 6 seconds that you basically get True Sight instead of dealing damage. So if he has the Gem of True Sight, then he's guaranteed to do damage instead.
Phantom Lancer now has a Satanic.
That's
Ugh.
pretty nasty. I was wondering what he was going to build that Morbid Mask he's been carrying around into.
I figured it would have been a Satanic because
It makes
what
sense.
the popular build is now.
It really makes sense for him. There's the Aghanim's upgrade up on Lena, so she has finally completed that. It's coming in a little late, and without the Yules, I mean, she decided, I guess, to go Soul Ring instead of Yules. And I kind of question that because of how squishy she is.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the fight breaks out yet again. Perry getting singled out. Wrath of God, finger, everything coming down. Zeus will finish him off with some chain lightning right there, and then Mind will get picked off by Clockwork, who was able to get a hook shot and a battery assault. Finish him off.
That wasn't mine, that was Yato.
Was it?
Mine was Phantom Lancer.
Ah, good call, good call. It was Yata, the bird.
Dire's top tower
Number
is
1
under
casters in A.
attack.
Keep us in mind for Join Dota.
Top tower has
Keep us
fallen.
in mind for your personal tournaments that you run out of your basement.
Yes, because we like casting personal tournaments to run out of the basement. That's how we run our show. It's out of our basements. None of us have
Best-
basements.
Structures are
Especially if we get paid.
Oh, logs.
I'll
Yeah.
pretend to have a basement if that's what you're into.
Dire's
I don't
structures
actually have a
are
basement.
I would
Ah,
like a
I'm
basement.
going with the basement.
I would like a basement, because I could put an arcade in my basement. Live in dreams, man. Live in dreams.
I don't need a basement. I could just have an arcade anywhere else in my house.
Yeah, well, I have to share space with someone who actually, you know, lets me have fun with them. So there.
I could have that and an arcade.
But you
So
don't.
there. I
But
don't.
you don't.
Up. Eternal Flame is back to pushing on bottom here. I don't know how wise this is to be off by yourself as a Broodmother, especially not against Phantom Lancer and a Gem of True Sight, now Bloodstone wielding Zeus. Zeus with both Tranquil Boots and a Bloodstone. I'm thinking that's a little bit overkill.
Nah.
Eh. I mean,
Like, he's got to have something, though, because he's carrying the gem. So he's got, like, the Ultra Mobility, Ultra Regen combo.
yeah, but he still lacks on damage. Now, I mean, PL certainly does not lack on damage, so they're getting a lot of it from that, but...
Maybe he's just going for a long-term engagement type of deal, where he can just keep throwing off abilities instead of stacking magic damage.
And just relying mostly on static field.
Yeah, at this point, Phantom Lancer is probably more than enough damage for him. I mean, Sniper just got his Mask of Madness, and
Well,
I know he did other things, but
He has other things.
I feel like that's a little backwards, though. Most snipers build Mask of Madness like first item after boots.
Yeah.
Like, just for the assistance in farming and tower pushing.
Well, you want to talk about assistance in farming and tower pushing. Eternal Flame getting a little bit frisky right there. We'll pop the BKB, start teleporting out. Will she be able to do it? She will be able to. No Broodmother for you today, Cafe Lucru.
Yeah, but more importantly, she pulled the majority of her team back to their base. So at this point, she's serving the purpose of at least keeping them off the front door.
They're knocking on that back door like a rat.
What do you think Phantom Lancer's last item's gonna be? You think Butterfly?
Why not? He's already got so much attack speed. What would be funner than more?
Well, the evasion is actually really good against both Sniper and Brood, so it's a great item choice. You could also do Heart just because.
He doesn't
I
need
feel like
Why
he doesn't
not?
Need the heart.
He's
already
got-
1,000 HP.
He's already got Satanic on his side, and he is just short of the Eagle Song.
Well, Heart would be the only other item I could think of, and honestly, other
Fight
than
breaking
having
out over in mid. Parry goes down after receiving a finger and some cogs as Phantom Lancer teleports in.
They have no qualms about using all of their ultimates on one hero.
Yeah, but it's Morphling. I mean, it's their hard carry, and if they can just blow him up, they don't really have a good response to this.
Well,
And to
as
be
they-
fair, Morphling hasn't done a whole lot this game.
Cafe going for the throat here, breaking high ground, going for racks, forcing a buyback out of Morphling now. Little Rabbit going for the fight over on Mind, but Mind says no. Auto attacks for days, doesn't even get hit by the dying stun from Lena.
Oh wow, this is a real backstab coming, but we've traded support for support. Clock going in on the Phoenix.
Oh, they want this. They want this. This is a final gas of breath for both teams. Even though it's not really the end of the game, they just both want it right here, right now. And Phantom Lancer's team, the Cafe Lu crew, gonna come out a little bit stronger after they pull down the melee racks. They're going for range racks right now. They're gonna pick up that one as well. Broodmother coming in to try to save off, but they've lost the racks over in mid. It's a
She's
losing
gonna
fight.
deny it.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
Nope,
She wasn't
didn't
quite
deny it.
right. She may have tried, but she wasn't quite right. It's going to be a basher.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, yeah. She didn't get it. Okay. Thought she got
Yeah,
it.
she didn't get the deny, and Phantom Lancer's last item's going to actually be a basher, which is going to be just stupid.
Thought I saw the little exclamation point.
Yep. Up, the refresher is going to come out on Zeus.
Oh, this juxtapose right here coming out of Mind is just gorgeous.
Wow, there are so many Phantom Lancers.
That's a beyond godlike streak right there from Mind. Mind going in In comes Keel with the Shiva's guard pop, but then mine just running for everyone around him. He just does not care.
And
I
they're
think
gonna
it's
call GG.
Yeah, his illusion attacks hard enough and fast enough to like.
Turn off that dingle dang thing!
Oh, sorry.
What dingle dang thing?
Whatever the heroic sound is.
Sorry,
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's
that
my
is
alarm.
Game 1 right there, with a final score of 32-18. Cafe Lucru, who turned out to not be too great at the early game, was able to stave off the Broodmother, stave off the Sniper, stave off the Morphling, to just really bring it on home. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 2 will start here in just a moment. This is a best of 3 series.
I love that game. Even though the Broodmother wasn't very successful, I think it was just beautiful to watch Cafe Lucru, how they position their pieces so that they kept her shut down, and also they sort of rotated off of that bottom lane just as they needed to sort of oppress the other lanes. And in the end, Phantom Lancer was just really on point. Because it works better, because it puts us into lobby when he starts one instead of us having to join it after the fact.
Exactly.
And now you don't have to type passwords. It's how I keep beating you into the lobby. Oh, and I'm sorry about the alarm. I didn't realize it was going off.
That's right, I couldn't hear it.
I couldn't hear it over how freaking fantastic that game was. Even if Broodmother doesn't do well, it's always sort of a pleasure to me to watch how other people play her, because she has such a variety of play styles and item builds. She's not one of the heroes that everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna build Mask of Madness and Ags. Like, she has a lot of versatility in what she can bring and what you can do, and they can all be successful, but you have to be skilled to make it work. And I love that about Broodmother. And unfortunately, we just didn't see some real quality Broodmother play. Or maybe we did, but she was outplayed by a better strategy.
I feel like they would have had more success if she had gone for a more burst-like build, with the digging.
I think
I
so
don't think
but
the Necrobook did anything for her.
No, it really didn't. At that point, Phantom Lancer was just like, oh, big creeps that my illusions can kill, and then I'll have new ones. It just didn't really help her at all. And I think the burst would have been risky as well, because Phantom Lancer would just disjoin it, and she wouldn't have enough to finish him. One thing I noticed, there was not a lot of rotating happening from Dwarf. Like, they pretty much stayed in their lanes, and whatever happened in the other lanes, well, that was just their problem. There were very few times where anybody rotated. There were no reinforcements that really happened. And Cafe Lucru really took advantage of that to sort of farm the heroes in their lanes for the better part of that game. So, my 2 cents on that game.
That was like $4, dude.
Oh, sorry. Wait, is that good or bad?
Why don't you give me $4? Then I'll say it's good.
All right.
Logan, what do you want for Christmas?
New computer.
Oh God.
There's precedent.
Oh God. There is precedent. Oh God. What have I done?
See, I wanted a new computer part. That's all I wanted.
You can afford stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, I wanna.
Well, that's so sad. So sad. Oh, I got the TI-2, also known as the best TI. Loading screen.
All right. Well, loading screens aside, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game Number the Deuce. between Cafe Lou Crew and Daywalker Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw last game how Cafe Lou Crew had a slow start. They pulled out the Reggie Gigas, but they said, hey, we're going to make this work for you. They got rolling, turn number 5 hit, and boom, Cafe Lou Crew came out on top with nearly double the kills of their opponent's Daywalker. Ladies and gentlemen, you're flying high here in the Dota 2 Killcopter. My name is Brushfire. You're joined here by Jujkin, Joestar, and Technoman on stats. Gentlemen, what did y'all think of that last game?
Did you make a Pokemon reference?
Dang right I did.
Yeah, all right.
Sure. Yeah, that first game was very, very exciting. Up until, probably around the 30-minute mark is really where it started to turn very much in Cafe Le Crew's favor. Before that, the gold was actually definitely in Daywalker Knight Bleeper's favor.
Dwumph. Just call him Dwumphs. Dwumph.
Indeed, indeed. First ban phase nearly complete. Cafe Lou Crew banning out Lion and Sniper, saying, no, we're not going to play that game this time. And meanwhile, Daywalker banning out the Troll Warlord and Mystery Guest. There you go. Mystery Guest is Axe. He's not allowed to party today.
Wow. Early Vengeful Spirit pickup. And maybe just like as a way of saying, hey, you can take the Batrider if you want. We'll just counter it outright from the very first pick.
And Cafe Lou Crew picking up the Vengeful Spirit. Juggernaut almost instant lock from Daywalker Knight. They really want to play with Jugs this time around. I don't blame them. Playing with Jugs is fun.
Yeah, Jugs is just really strong right now, but he isn't invulnerable. You can definitely murder him.
Logs, did you understand what I mean when I said playing with Jugs?
Oh, wow. They showed their hand hard, and I think Daywalker is calling them out with the Earthshaker pick. It's like, you pick Vengeful Spirit. All right, so we won't take the Batrider, but we know you're going to, so we'll just pick Earthshaker.
No, I can't say I understood what you were going for there, Dave.
Okay, cool. Just making sure nobody understood it. Anyway, second ban phase now underway as Shadow Fiend gets banned out by Cafe Lou Crew. Phantom Lancer banned out by Nightwalker. Man.
Nightwalker Dayman.
Defeated of the Nightman. Okay.
Oh.
By the way, I love that show. It's fantastic.
It's pretty good.
It's such a good song as well.
So, with their lineups currently being like this, Logs, how do you think Cafe Lou Crew is going to plan out their carries and whatnot, since they have time to do that?
Well, let me see.
It seems like both teams are saying, we don't want last game.
Yeah. In fact, most of the strong carries right now, like the ones that you just see every game, are banned right now.
Faceless Void.
Faceless Void, I don't think is very good against Earthshaker or Juggernaut.
He's not, and that's the reason those two are now popular. Like, they are pretty much we don't want to deal with Faceless Void anymore. Please stop. Oh god, why?
So, Zeus ban out by Cafe Lou Crew. My, oh my.
I really don't see a need to ban Zeus. I mean, he's alright if the rest of your comp is doing good, but he's not going to carry you by himself.
No, I feel like it's a good ban. I see what you're saying, but I disagree. Holy.
Alrighty then. I think he fits the trend of not last game. Like,
oh, there's the Storm Spirit.
Storm Spirit Incorporated, as foretold previously by one of our good friends over in chat, Spriggans. Unfortunately, not on the side of whom he said. He had made the call for Cafe Lou Crew about half an hour ago. Lena pick up on Cafe Lou Crew. Very popular lass right there, know what I'm saying? Nobody hates gingers. Nobody. Especially when they look like that.
Oh, a silencer pickup. Wow.
Definitely a good pick for them.
Yeah, that's great against the Bat Rider. He pops in, lassos somebody, and you just global silence. Then he can reposition someone, but his team can't blow them away. At least not until after the silence wears off.
Now, again, Cafe the Crew needs their mid and their carry here.
Remaining.
They have to go against Storm Spirit, who's going to be definitely in mid.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna lock down the Storm Spirit?
That's a
Templar Assassin might not
question.
be a bad idea.
You know, I was actually
Yeah.
thinking Templar Assassin, but I don't want to say it and look stupid in case it was the wrong thing.
Yeah, Templar Assassin's really good. My gut instinct was to say Puck, but Puck actually does really poorly against Storm Spirit, so that's not a good choice here.
Yeah, and also very poorly against Silencer.
Yeah, so Puck is definitely a no-go. Maybe Invoker, but once again, poor against the Silencer. All right against the Storm Spirit, though. It takes a very skilled individual to pull off a good Invoker, though, even if you just go Quas Wex.
Well, I mean, they could do the Invoker and just have him go Exort and rush a Yule Scepter to deal with Global Silence.
We'll have a Wisp pickup.
Okay.
OI coming up from Cafe Lou.
Okay, so we're looking for somebody that carries well, that needs mobility, and a good babysitter. So maybe something like a Tiny or a
Tiny.
Chaos Knight?
Tiny or Chaos Knight, probably.
Remaining.
Maybe
That
even
is-
a Bear Man.
Lone Druid?
You mean the Ursa or the Lone Druid?
The Ursa.
The Ursa.
Reserve time.
Not gonna have a good time against Storm Spirits, jumping, and silencers, everything.
Oh, I know,
Mm.
but I think they still might pick it.
It's
Well,
risky.
here's the thing. If anybody can make a risky play like that work, it'd be Cafe Lou.
At this point, they're one up, so they can afford to go all in strats and not risk too much. So it's possible we could see an Ursa, but then we still need their mid. So they'll need.
I think they would switch the Lena mid with this setup. They might actually, if they do pick the Tiny, they'll put the Tiny IO mid, I think, and have the Lena farm the safe lane.
Could be Io's just going to support whoever goes mid.
It's probably gonna be that, yeah.
And then I would say Tiny then, because Tiny is definitely a better mid. You want your Chaos Knight on a safe lane somewhere. And they don't really have anyone else to sort of substitute. Bat Rider is going to be their off lane, of course. Though they do have the Vengeful Spirit Lena combo if they want to try lane something, and maybe just maybe carry Wisp or something mid. Nobody expects carry Wisp.
Oh,
Well, we're going to have a ban
Huskar.
out of Huskar by Daywalker.
ban.
Not a bad guess, honestly.
Yeah, you can do a lot with Huskar, so that's actually a really strong ban out. Now it's more of like forcing their hand saying, yeah, you have to go Tiny, you have to go Chaos Knight. No
We'll have a
Brood.
Ban out of Broodmother for Daywalker. Possible, well, I won't say respect ban because we're kind of late into the draw for respect bans.
Well, they still
It's-
needed their offlaner, so I think they just wanted to take that out of the pool.
It's,
Well, then
it's
not
a
a bad
wise
choice.
choice because their current lineup is just really poorly. Well, I won't say really poorly suited.
Oh.
Fire team pick.
So we've got Carry Jug, Midstorm, sort of offlane Nyx, support Earthshaker Silencer for Dwumph.
Yep, that's the way it's looking.
Cafe Lou has a little bit extra time here, but they're going to have to come to a decision really quickly.
I think they should go for the Tiny.
5 seconds. Remaining.
I really want to see it Tiny, but that gives them a lot of squish.
Alright, they're gonna go for the CK.
Yeah, I think that's a wise choice. The Chaos Knight is a little tankier, and they needed some beef in that lineup.
Pretty sure... Yeah, no.
Tiny's definitely tankier than Chaos Knight. He has a higher
For battle.
strength king.
Well, let's go
Towards
down.
the end of the game.
Let's go down who we're looking at here. Over on the Dire side, excuse me, the Radiant side. Logs, who do we got?
Over on the Radiant side, we have Little Rabbit on the Earthshaker, Eternal Flame on the Nyx Assassin, Parry on the Juggernaut, Gammon on the Storm Spirit, and Yato on Silencer.
Well, let's take a look at our Dire side now. That's going to be our Cafe Lu crew. Mind heading up the Chaos Knight. IO being played by Cafe LU. Vengeful Spirit being played by Memoria the Bat Rider on Keel. And, of course, Blue the Savage, not to be left out, playing the fiery redhead.
So Bat Rider.
Yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes, the fiery redhead known as Bat Rider.
I mean, we know you're all into it.
I'm so into goblins riding on small flying mammals.
Hey, he's not a goblin.
What is he?
No, he's not
I
a goblin.
think he's a dude.
He's a gremlin.
I think he's just a guy who is, like, seriously cracked out on something.
I just did math. Yeah, girl.
Pretty much. That is his character, yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've confirmed it right here. Dota 2 Killcopter lore states that, well,
I mean, he's got the cosmetics for it and everything. I mean, just look. He is clearly a meth head.
no, he's clearly a meth cooker at that point.
He cooks meth and probably does some of it.
I was about to say, you can't cook without tasting the batter.
He's Breaking Bad over here. Breaking Bad. Also, that's a pretty boss bat that he's on, too.
It is quite boss.
Oh wow, early bottle for IO.
Yep, he decided to go no items so he could get the bottle real quick.
That's sort of a risky move, I feel like, but with Chaos Knight here, I don't think there's much a low-level Storm can do to sort of punish him for this. Oh,
Curse of the
rotation
Silent
from
coming out by
Silencer.
Yato. Yato looking to go in. Mind taking a couple of hits off of him, but nothing too terrible.
Looks like they're going to rotate the Silencer here mid to sort of... Oh!
Oh, nice crit coming out of Mind, though. It will not be enough to seal the deal, because let's face it, it is just one crit in a sea of all of Dwin.
That's not a crit, that's just, that just shows the extra damage being dealt by Reality Rift.
Oh, my bad. Just an extra reality rift.
Yeah, understandable. The symbols look really similar.
Valve,
Please fix.
Valve, maybe make them look a little different.
Like,
They should have one that's like a horse and a dude getting together, and the other one...
They might have
2 seconds done.
Oh, this is bad. I can't watch two places at once, but they will have the first blood over there as Mind pulls down Gammon. It looks like Vengeful and Nyx were both going to have the fight over there, too. But, hey, can't win them all.
And Io's gonna fill his bottle up.
Oh, Silencer's going to die to kill.
He's going to die to kill.
Oh my god, he died to kill.
Not to kill! Jenkins, play that back.
Hey, Silencer died to kill.
His name is Keel.
Kill. Keel hauled.
Jenkins
Wait, not
does have that
Killcopter.
thick southern accent.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Burp, burp. And then he also gets the rune for his trouble. So Bat Rider doing really well for himself. He already has a kill on this lane.
Yeah, he has a
also,
key.
yeah, he also is himself a dead Silencer. There we go. God, this is going to get old fast, but not yet.
My blade is swifter.
Wow, so that's 0 and 2 in the first like 3 minutes for CLC. That's some really early game aggression.
They're going to need it, honestly. Like, Cafe Lu Crew knows that they have to take this early game so they have a foothold when Storm Spirit comes on, when his gank ability becomes a presence.
Yeah, and I think more importantly, they're trying to keep the pressure up on Juggernaut. And Bat Rider's doing a fantastic job with Sticky Napalm, making sure that he gets punished for trying to farm. To be fair, Silencer is not really proving his worth here for the harass that he's doing. And Batrider's also making sure that he kills off the camp. Oh.
Almost.
Very close right there. Curse of the Silent trying to seal the deal on Keel, and Keel said, nah, I'm going to peel away.
He had just enough mana to cast one more sticky napalm to get off the Curse of the Silent. Otherwise, he would have died there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Haste rune on Silencer, but nobody to really use it on.
The little rabbit being chased down by Memoria. Memoria trying to keep him down through one magic missile. There will be the Fisher right there to stave off the fight. Mind not quick enough on the draw.
Chaos Knight sort of rocking the lane right now. We didn't think that they would go Chaos Knight and also take him mid, but honestly, he's doing a really good job since Storm Spirit doesn't really have... I mean, he's ranged, but he's not super ranged.
Yeah, he's actually quite near melee range.
Fighting up top going on as Memoria and Blue the Savage both get hit by the Fisher as they try to take out Nyx Assassin. Neither will be able to seal the deal.
Yeah, Nyx is going to opt to sort of hobble back to base instead of popping his salve, which is probably wise.
It's pronounced salve.
I like.
Shut up.
Oh,
I like to have.
Pronounced.
It's a salve. It clearly has an L in it.
Top tower is under
Got you
attack.
there. It does have an L.
he's right, but you don't pronounce it. So are Eclipse.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a really
3
weak
second
fight.
stun mid, but they're going to have a TP, and here comes Little Rabbit in. They're going to lose Wisp.
Cafe is gonna lose the Wisp. Mind trying to save off the fight. In comes the Zip Zap. Oh, Cannon so low. But then Mind will walk away 15 HP.
And
Nearly
that kid's
on
is
with his Chaos Bolt there.
that kid's is why you should always buy Magic Stick and or Magic Wand. Cause literally Chaos Knight lived because of that.
Poor Chaos Knight. He has to limp back with the walk of shame.
There's no shame in living to fight another day.
True.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Storm Spirit is blowing a double damage rune. He's using it to farm some creeps, but I wonder now that he's level 6 if it wouldn't be better used to be initiating on somebody. But then again, the Wisp hasn't shown himself in lane either.
Dire's bottom
Oh,
tower is under
Wisp
attack.
is going to be helping jungle here, it looks like. Or at least stacking. Let's see if he gets... Yeah, he did get the creep stack off. Wow, that's some quality Wisp play.
Excuse me, ABS. Always be supporting.
Yeah, no. No, I like buying things other than wards and tranquil boots.
Well, then
Clearly-
you're just greedy.
Clearly, you want to crash this car because you don't have ABS.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You can still stop cars without anti-lock brakes.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
have to.
You just gotta pump them yourself.
You have to
Pump 'em 1,000
pump.
times a second.
Yeah, you have to pump them very hard, and that takes a lot of strain on your carry. Because you can't carry that stuff in the bed of your truck. You just can't. These car jokes doing anything for you?
No.
No. I'm still waiting for the part where we can get to the onboard computer, and then I can actually have something relevant to say.
That is boring for everyone.
Oh, Blue the Savage is in a bad spot. Will be able to get out of there. Curse of the Silence going out. Blue the Savage looking to bring down the rain, though. Blue the Savage picking up a Nyx Assassin says, no, sir. We won't deal with that. You're out of here, son.
Also, Silencer doing a great job of putting his, I think it's last word on a creep. So that creep totally couldn't attack and took a
Or
bunch
cast
of
any
damage.
spells.
Or cast any spells. I think it was a melee creep too. So,
Oh.
so this,
Got
this This melee creep totally got freaking shanked by Silencer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We saw that.
Nice. Nice. Little bit of a misplay. I don't think it would have changed anything significant, but...
No, that Nyx assassin was dead on arrival right there. He was low to begin with, then he took the stun, he took the Dragon Slave, and then one auto attack was one and done. It only would have mattered had the Curse of the Silent, or excuse me, the last word would have gone out early enough. And then Blue the Savage getting picked up. Mana burn, the stun goes out. She'll buy herself some time. Curse of the Silence, but boom! Laguna Blade says, nah, I will be a Final Fantasy character.
It's actually a character in the anime Slayers.
Whatever, that too.
Oh, I'll get dunked!
And, Nyx actually almost had that kill, but he misjudged his mana pool a bit and didn't have enough for his ultimate. Otherwise, on the kill.
I just want to point out here that Cafe Lucru is just so, like, game sense aware right now. They saw that Nyx had hit 6, and so what's the first thing they do? They get sentry wards down in both the top and mid lane. Like, they are on it as far as buying the detection they need to just sort of negate Nyx. Now, not to say that he's going to be completely worthless because of this, but I think he'll fail a gank or two just because of this, and it's going to cost him.
I mean, he literally just failed a gank right there.
Indeed. Lena was very low, but now she's got Tranquil. She was hiding in tower range to make sure that Nyx couldn't sneak up on her. Just well played by Blue the Savage, walking away from that fight.
Yeah, more importantly, I think, is that Nyx is 0-3. He has not started snowballing like maybe he had hoped.
Let's take a look at the last hit denies right now. Right now, leading the pack, Juggernaut, who just got a fantastic Omni Slash, was able to just take out Vengeful Spirit. Now he's in a bad spot as he's locked down under tower and eaten alive.
Oh, that's rough. We got the relocate from Chaos Knight. They're going to pick off Juggernaut in exchange for one Vengeful Spirit kill. And meanwhile, top, Lena's going to take out Nyx up, and then Gammon is going to up.
Oh, she made some poor choices in that fight right there.
Yeah, she tried to go around behind the trees and teleport out, but then Silencer came up and gave vision for the last hit from Gammon.
Wop, wop, wop.
In the end, it's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. It'll be your not doing great off-lane Nyx for your Juggernaut, and your Lena, who's actually doing pretty well for herself, farming on Nyx assassins, and your Vengeful Spirit, who has boots and wards.
Just go down to your local farmer's market.
Very, very close to her Yule Scepter now.
Go down to your local farmer's market, pick up yourself a nice big pack of Nyx assassin seeds. Land on the ground, farm it up.
That's pretty much what's happening, even.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Hand of Midas going up on Chaos Knight.
Why get it so late?
Well, to be fair, he's, well, hold on.
He's only 100 gold behind Juggernaut. And
that will rapidly change, though, for the better. Gank going in.
Another gank on Perry right there, getting dragged through the fire. Losing a lot of HP from that one. Went from full to about half. Very well-placed timing on Batrider's behalf, making sure that Mask of Madness did not get used.
More importantly, though, is the timing here. They know Juggernaut's ult is still on cooldown.
No, it's not.
It was for 3 more seconds when I made the comment.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now it's off cooldown, but, you know, Batrider would be dumb to go in solo on a Juggernaut if the ultimate's off cooldown. But they knew it was still on cooldown from where he killed Vengeful Spirit. And so he took full advantage of that to really punish him. And that's something you really can't do if you're not paying attention to time.
But say what you want, Juggernaut was able to bring down tower in bottom lane, making the first tier 1 of the game fall before his knees.
Tower is under attack.
Or legs. Or feet. Feet! That's the body part we wanted.
Just keep naming some, you'll get there eventually.
Patella.
Nutella.
Nutella.
Elbow.
Dude, real talk. Nutella is amazing.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's also
yeah, it
very
is.
expensive.
Indeed.
It's also terrible for you.
That's not even slightly
So?
true. It's actually quite good for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually
'cause
better
it
than peanut
tastes
butter.
good. No, that sounds debatable.
It's not though, because it's
It's hazelnut.
hazelnut's
Why
good
is...
for you.
Stone Cold Fizzle
Yeah.
facts.
Well, peanuts are good for you too, but then you're saying peanut butter is not good for you. So obviously, whatever you mix into it
Fight
to make it
happening over
buttery.
in mid. They're going for the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin getting stun locked forever. Big global silence coming out though now, so everyone quiet. Everyone's quiet, waiting. Oh, they're...
Who cares about stupid peanut butter, you fool?
Oh man, it's going out. It's going down. Little Rabbit's going to be the first one to go down in this fight. The turn now goes to Yaito, who goes down as well. That's 2 for... Oh, the nice Omni Slash, but does not manage to kill... Oh, it does kill 1. So Io is now out of the fight, but a 3-for-1 exchange as Io has fallen. Laguna Blade answering back, picking up... I think that was Nyx Assassin, who was the last
And
one
a
to
top
fall.
tower as well, going down on Radiant's side.
And they're
Now,
probably going to get a
Batrider's
mid,
almost
too.
up. Batrider almost has his 4-staff now.
Radiant's middle tower
That'll
is
really help
under
him out when
attack.
he tries to gank out.
Wow, look at all the mud golems. Look at them all. There's 1. There's 2 here. Poor Batrider. He's getting some really bad RNG on mud golems. Mind is, of course, up now by the 100 on Juggernaut, so the Hand of Midas is starting to push him ahead. I failed to see why you needed to do that, Mine.
He has the
Pull.
mana for it. It's just
Pull to here, then run all the way back around to here. Oh, Mine's
Nyx
in
Assassin
trouble.
going for the Mind. Mind will be running away. The Vendetta goes. He's trying to pick him off, but Mind is
Creep
just
blocked.
too beef.
he
Tired.
did not have the damage.
Did not. Mind too beef.
And Wisp is going to TP in and save up Chaos Knight. No problem. And now we're probably going to see them going in after the Nyx. They know his Vendetta's on cooldown, so he doesn't have a... Aw, going to opt not to? That's sad.
Why make that risk, honestly? Like, Chaos Knight's doing a great job of just farming around. Moving from
Big-
lane to lane, making his presence known enough to be feared, but nothing to where people will start focusing him. He's doing
Big-
great mind games.
Because Nyx is a free and easy kill, and taking him off the map for the time is free gold for Chaos Knight.
I don't like that
That-
set that Nyx Assassin has on. It makes him look dead already.
Maybe. Oh, Yules. Oh, but they're going to cancel the Lena combo.
silence, Lobo silence, global silence going out. She'll throw out the Dragon Slave to clear up the creep wave, but gank attempt no more.
Yeah, nice lead in with the Yules, though. I mean, she doesn't have to really even use anything, and they waste Silencer's ult just on the chance that they're going to initiate on somebody.
Bad news bears, honestly.
Up, Chaos Knight, they're going to catch out Silencer in the Roche Pit.
Oh, and they are going to catch him out hard and just flatten him right there. Mind picking up a nice kill right there. Meanwhile, Alina picks up Eternal Flame. Gamon was able to answer back with a Vengeful Spirit kill, but mid lane is not done yet. Zip-zapping about, Gamon getting stunned out, getting pulled in, and with a nice helping hand, able to make that a 4-for-1 exchange, picking up just every big player on Dwinif's team except for Jugs.
Oh, Lena got...
It might be picking up Jugs here.
Yeah, Juggernaut went in with his Omni Slash, and Lena just Yulesed up and got away from it, so she didn't actually die from it.
Curse of the Silence going out on Blue the Savage, and they will disrupt that fight. So unfortunately, no 5-man wipe.
Or fortunately, if you're Dwumph. It was a nice play to get Yato back and get him in position to sort of save the Juggernaut. He was a little hasty, I think, with trying to get... Ooh, invisible Juggernaut is rotating.
Under attack.
He's not going to catch anybody out, though, in the direction he's currently running. Yeah, Perry's just going to take the invisibility rune and farm up some creeps.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Mid's going to go down. No contesting here from Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, gank bottom, little rabbits. Oh, it's going to be a good fissure and a silence, so not going to be any stunned or initiation from mine.
Tragic day right there for the Cafe Lou crew team. They weren't able to seal the deal, but that's okay.
Yeah, more importantly, Chaos Knight now has his armlet, so look for really ridiculously strong phantasms when they need to push. We're gonna see if he messes up, because he should have his armlet toggled on before he ults. So we'll see if he gets everything done in the right order. I expect that from a top level player.
Chaos Knight continuing to pull ahead as far as net worth is concerned. Team money right now going firmly to Cafe Le Crew, over 5,000 gold right there in the pocket. Meanwhile, XP not as far back as it could be, but still more than 3,000 in favor of Cafe Le Crew. They are very firmly ahead right now.
Cafe Lou tethered a creep and then hid in the woods to hide his shame.
Juggernaut actually has a Battle Fury now, so he's gonna be able to keep up, if not pass Chaos Knight and farm. It's really just gonna come down to what these team fights look like.
Yeah, Chaos Knight, even with the Hand of Midas, though, is behind Juggernaut. Jugs is just
only barely,
like,
but
barely, but I mean, Juggernaut is doing it without even having a Hand of Midas.
yeah, but he has a Battle Fury.
That's true, and he's got a Quelling Blade, so he kills creeps fast. Kills creeps dead.
He's not Raid.
Raid's here. Raid.
No, stop right
Those ads
there.
are stupid. Stop it.
Oh,
Aghanim's up on Lena.
Jugs could have an easy kill right here with Memoria running for her life.
She is way out of position. Oh, there's the Omni.
There's the dead Vinge.
Oh, they're gonna silence. Looks like they're trying to save
Dominate.
Nyx.
They weren't able to. They weren't able to. They said, "Smoke, you done, son."
They're gonna use the relocate to go in mid.
Oh, and they're going for it. They're going for it. Lena will go down at the early part of this engagement, but then Gaman gets singled out by the. But Keel will get that last laugh with that big old explosive cask.
Wow, and BKB now up on Chaos Knight. But Jugs sort of farming, he's still like 300 ahead now.
He's
Juggernaut
300 ahead,
is-
but that's not as big of a gap as what they were looking at last game.
To be fair, at this point, Juggernaut needs a little more attack speed and maybe a Basher. And
They're
I
going to
think
go
that
for a Roche attempt.
I think you should just go for the Basher and ignore the not get another attack speed item.
yeah, he needs some bash, because I think against the Lena, he's just not going to win. He's going to get bursted down, so all he's going to have is his Omni Slash. So at best, he kills one person, and then they're going to burst him.
And a mostly uncontested Roche.
Maybe not. They're moving that way, and smoked.
Not going to be enough.
Oh, mine, be careful. 4 men, but they weren't really looking to go in. Earthshaker still doesn't have his Blink Dagger. That is unfortunate. That would be a prime time to engage right as they exit Roche.
A Chaos Dunk indeed.
It would have been perfect for it.
Well, as they say in America, hindsight is 20/20.
That's true, and to be totally fair, Dyer didn't know that they were on that high ground. So it would have been a totally blind initiation, but they didn't know that they also could have charged uphill and probably taken a pretty easy team fight.
Now, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lena pick up a Bloodstone next. Storm just got his Bloodstone, but he's got nothing else. He doesn't have an Orchid or a Scythe, so I feel like he's pretty weak right now.
Yeah, he's been dying on quite a few ganks, and to be fair, he's gotten a couple of Lena pickoffs, but he just really hasn't been able to capitalize on anything and also live to get away with it.
Haste.
The unstoppable.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Sorry about that. Microphone was giving me some guff.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Now, relocate is up, so they could go on the Juggernaut if they catch him.
He's so fast and so wily, though. Go throw out.
They won't see him.
He'll scout with the healing ward, though, so...
Oh, they're gonna see him with that ward, but he's gonna just deward it real quick.
However, Alina could be a very bad move right here. Oh, they'll just walk away.
They'll
from
just
each
walk
other.
right by each other.
Look, hey guy, what's up, man?
I don't have time. I have to go farm ancients right now.
Well, if you were Jugs, you would do the same.
To be fair, the only reason he's still beating Chaos Knight in farm is because he is literally spending all of his time farming. Oh, TP in from Venge and a relocate coming in for mid.
Oh, there goes the swap out on Little Rabbit. Little Rabbit going for the enchant totem, but he's not going to be able to do it as he gets stunned up by Mind. Mind giving a little piece of what his namesake is. Meanwhile, back over in the woods, there's going to be a stun out on the Nyx Assassin. Oh, the Vendetta goes away, so Mind will not get a free bug either.
Eternal Flame, though, is using his Vendetta to escape instead of initiate on people and get that extra damage. And it's only level 2, so it does have a little bit of a cooldown, so that's gonna really hurt Nyx. And let's face it, Nyx at this point has, like, Arcane Boots, and that's about it. He's not even really that close to his Dagon.
Bat just keeps finding these mud golem camps.
Yeah, I know. Poor Bat Rider.
Bat Rider has just picked up a Gem of True Sight, so they're not going to have any trouble finding Nyx Assassin anymore.
Yeah, and that's a pretty standard thing to do. And since nobody on CLC is really going invis, other than giving some D-ward potential up, it's not extremely hurtful, I guess, if they lose the gem. Also, anyone else knows the fact that
Relocate
Lena...
going in.
Oh, Bat Rider is giving chase to the Eternal Flame. He knows he's there. He knows. Mind goes in. 1, 2, 3, done. No silence, no cares right there. Even though the global was there, nothing's going to happen. Meanwhile, over in mid, oh my goodness, Perry doing a lot. Lena losing the ages, but that's not going to be it's going to be enough time for her team to get in. Swap out from Vengeful, very nice. Magic Missile, Gammon has no hope of escaping now. Gets caught by Mind. That's going to be it for him right there. 22-7 now at the 27.5-minute mark.
Oh, they see Jugs, and they know he doesn't have any ultimate, and neither does Silencer.
There goes the Yules. There goes the stun. Oh, he's teleporting. Ah! Never mind. Laguna Blade. Forget about that all the time.
By the way, that goes through BKB now. Or at least his magic immunity.
It goes through spin to win.
It goes through the spin to win. Which now... It's more of spin to not get destroyed by CC. But, you know, giant magical lightning bolts. Those...
All right.
Well...
So let's talk strategy now. Right now, Gwyneth is down by quite a bit. Actually 3 times the amount of kills that Cafe Lou has under their belt. Jugs' farm and Storm Spirit's farm are both pretty good. What can Gwyneth do to kind of stave off this fight? And meanwhile, let's go through another fight right now. Kirsten's going off Mind, looking to get ready to stun, bring down Eternal Flame. Eternal Flame zipping away with 52 HP. Mind now godlike. Currently 9 unanswered kills. 9.
But that's alright, because they're going to take a tier 2 for this.
It all comes down to they just don't have enough damage in their team fights to kill off the Chaos Knight, pretty much.
It really feels like, to me, public enemy number 1 needs to be Io.
Yes,
Io is keeping everyone that they don't want to keep in these team fights in the team fights. If somebody dips down, I don't even think I've seen anybody dip down below, like, say, a quarter of the maximum HP without Io somehow intervening. He has been tethering on point. He has been making sure that everything is good to go. This Io is good.
This
Yeah,
is probably why they banned it the first match.
Yeah, Cafe Lou is doing a great job, except for that one tether to a creep that I'm never going to let him forget.
Now that all the ultimates on Cavalier Crew are back up again, they can fight again. And, I mean, they've got everything over on but the Global Silence hasn't really been doing much for them.
Looks like they're trying to push top and then smoke gank it. Blue the Savage is in danger here, and he doesn't know it. He's got Yules. Oh, he just used his stun, too. Yep. Oh, but the bad fissure is going to put Jugs in a bad place.
It's still going to be enough.
TPs.
The TPs. Oh, Blue the Savage looking to go. They're going to pick off Eternal Mind, or it should be Eternal Flame. They're looking. They want someone's death right here.
They took Nyx, but they are not going to get Blue the Savage. The Yule saved his life, and then he had his magic wand. And then, of course, Wisp is going to come in and heal her right back up.
Yeah, that fissure was definitely not great. It kept him off Lena just long enough for her to be able to Yules and then walk away.
It's not very often we can say something in a fight was 100% someone's fault, but here we are.
Yeah, that was definitely what we're saying. That was just, I'm sure he's feeling really bad about that right now. But because of that and Lena surviving, she picks up her Bloodstone, and now instead of in a few minutes. And Bat Rider is also dewarding this too. I don't think he knows about all of the deep in their jungle wards that
well,
are
he is going to lasso
too.
up Little Rabbit. He is going to be able to force Staff away. They're going to be able to pick up Earthshaker right here. Nothing to it. Flame breaking for the win. Bat Rider doing a great job right there.
Yeah, this all-in strategy that they pulled, as greedy as it was, it's working out beautifully for Cafe Lou. I mean, Chaos Knight already has his heart, and
he's got his Yasha now as well.
Let's be fair. He was 10-0, like
He's
without the heart.
He was 10-0. He's still 10-0.
He could have been, not 10-0. He could have been like 10-1 or 2 or a bunch, and that was without a heart. They couldn't kill him with a wisp, and now he's even more ridiculous.
I don't know why he's ever turning off his armlet, to be honest.
At this point, yeah, why stop? Wow, and all of those deep wards that were placed, I guess
the dire jungle, they're all gone now.
Yeah, Bat Rider just casual dewarding as he goes. And at this point, there's not much Nyx can do. They've got a lot resting on parry, but the one gank attempt that they tried, it was beautiful, perfectly set up, and a one bad fissure cost them a Lena kill, and now she has Bloodstone. That's
pause.
That's a pretty savage loss right there.
Savage.
Oh, savage.
Now, Chaos Knight is going to get a Manta next, and Roche is up, so they could take another Roche. probably give that to Lena.
Shake your hand.
Let me shake your hand. That's a good joke, Earthshake.
I've shaken his hand before.
You have. He's actually a really nice guy. John Patrick Lowry. What a great guy.
Whoa! Storm just barely getting out of there.
Very nice diffusal right there by Storm Spirit.
Diffusal?
Diffusion.
Looks like yeah, Storm looks like he's going. It looks like Storm is going to build a Lincoln Sphere next. He's already got the Ultimate Orb, and I can't imagine what else he would build except maybe a Scythe of Ice. But honestly, he hasn't been farming so well. I mean, they need one, but at the same time, I question.
I think he needs to get a Scythe of Ice.
He is sitting on 2,000 gold.
Lincoln's not gonna do it for this team.
Yeah, I think a Lincoln's could be helpful since mostly the Chaos Knight enters with the Chaos Bolt, or even with the Reality Rift.
Well, let's talk current standings. Right now, CLC, Cafe Le Crew, 15,000 gold in their pockets ahead of Dwinef. Dwinef, XP, same thing. Now, Dwinef needs to start making either objectives their priority, or they need to take a team fight, or 3.
Honestly, what it comes down to is they need to stop this Roche, but they're not going to be able to because they're not in position for it.
And they don't have vision either. Batrider took care of that.
Lena's going to take this Aegis, and they're just going to push up base.
Yeah, this... Oh my god, Shadowblade on Wisp.
What?
Okay, sure.
Why, Wisp? Why? Actually, I know exactly why. It's because he's going to tether and go invis so they can't focus him for Omni Slash.
I mean, there's better ideas for that.
There are, but at this point, they're 20 kills ahead. I kind of feel like you can afford to splurge on your Wisp. Or... Yeah, this looks like a we're taking mid push, but they don't seem to want to commit to it. And Perry is knocking on their tier 2 right now.
I don't think they care. I think they're just gonna wail on this tower.
You know, it seems like the logical thing to do.
Yeah, Chaos Knight has so much regen right now, courtesy of IO, that he just does not care.
Oh wow, that was a blink in. It looks like Batrider was going for the lasso, but they silenced early and prevented it. Oh, they're teleporting back now. They've got to get Perry off this tower. There goes the Batrider ultimate. Oh wow, Perry's going to get a double kill on Batrider and Venge. Gem of True Sight's gonna get dropped, and Perry's gonna take it, but in exchange for a Town Portal Scroll. That seems like a not Oh, and they're gonna take out the IO too! Wow, this could be disastrous for CLC, but they're coming after Perry now.
Well, Batrider has buyback in case it's needed. Blue the Savage is gonna blink in, go for Perry. Oh, nice Fissure.
Oh,
Very nice finish.
makeup Fissure!
That was a very, very good defense for Dwarf.
Yeah,
They
Perry
did
with the
top
split
tower,
push.
But they did take the T2 and defend, so...
Invisibility.
And they picked off Wisp, and they, like, basically the Omni Slash from Juggernaut killed 2 people. Just outright.
It was a rather significant spike back in both experience and gold.
Oh my goodness, so much so.
Yeah, that was definitely what Juggernaut needed, and now he's got an Eye of Scotty too, which, as we have previously said, is an OP item.
Yep, OP. He still needs his Basher, though.
Yeah, and I think what we'll see is he'll transition to and then switch in the Basher. Oh.
Batrider's hunting. Batrider wants it. Force Staff goes out. In comes the Chaos Knight, but then Nyx looking to save his buddy right there. Oh, the stun.
3 seconds stun.
3 second stun. Parry just eaten alive right there. The silence goes out, but it's not going to be enough. Oh my goodness, there it goes. The Earthshaker, they want to get Gaiman now. Gaiman has barely enough mana to get out of there. He has enough to zip-zap once, and that's it. Oh no, he's
Suicide.
He disrespected right there.
Why? No, I think that may have been not on purpose. Because he still had mana, right?
He had a little bit. He had like an eighth of a bar.
I don't know, but Juggernaut bought back, and he does have Omni Slash, but it looks like he's going for the split push mid. I don't know how good an idea this is, though. We've got Chaos Knight with a Wisp capable of overcharging. And Chaos Knight has his Manta style as well. This is a whole lot of really strong... Oh, nope, they're just going to go straight mid.
Bat Rider popping in. Parry getting hit by the fire. He will spin to win to try to run.
He is running fast. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, and he is just drowned in a sea of Chaos Knights. Oh, gross.
And look, he popped his armlet before he phantasmed. Aw, that's perfect.
So,
Beautiful.
100 seconds from now, Juggernaut will finally be back from the cooler.
Yeah, and he's A, got no buyback because it's on cooldown, and B, yeah, he's in trouble. They were like, okay, you may have taught us a lesson by split pushing against us one time, but not again.
Reactions are everything in this game, and they have reacted masterfully to this. They said, you know what? You did a good job with that one defense stop. That one defense stop right there. Really good. But you know what we're gonna do to you? We're gonna spank you for that.
Wait, what? What on earth is he doing?
He just zipped out as far as he could while TPing.
Oh wow, they're still gonna pick off the Wisp though.
Oh, they're gonna try. They're gonna try their best. Blue the Savage getting gone in on Gaema. No mana in the tank though. Bad news for him. Oh, there goes the Curse of the Silent though. Mind will have to back off, taking a lot of tower damage right there. As Wisp, his tether, his life force generator in this game is not going to be around for him.
And then his heart kicks in.
So there's that. Oh, well, bye.
I think Gammon is trying to get them startled, maybe buy some time. I think at this point though he's just playing around.
Well, they've done it. They've broke high ground. They've been able to take that high ground. Even though Yato is trying to defend over on bottom lane, they still have the large heaping bowl of damage that happened to the mid tower.
Yeah, they were able to get the important racks down.
Indeed. No regen for you, sir.
Yeah, and Juggernaut is finally back up and pushing hard, but I don't know if he can beat the global mobility of Wisp Chaos Knight. Because they pretty much have to leave a person back at this point, otherwise they're just going to get backdoored.
I'd actually like to see...
Refresher on Chaos Knight.
Sure.
Why the heck not?
Double Phantasms. Oh my god. New favorite hero incoming.
Although... Does he have enough mana to use it? Yeah, I think he does have like just enough mana to use it twice. He might have to switch to Intreads though.
Wow. And one thing I can say is that Juggernaut probably needs to get a butterfly. He needs some form of evasion, because that's one of the best counters he's going to have against Chaos Knight. Also, glitching Golem.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was hoping it would be on someone else's screen, but you know.
Yeah, it's been there for quite a while.
He's doing it, man. He's
getting it in.
He's definitely bumping and grinding on a smaller golem. We'll just say that. You know, I used to think that they were like families or like, you know.
I used to think there was something wrong with a little bump and grind, but now I see that there ain't nothing wrong.
Indeed. Well, you see, Logs, your mind was telling you no.
Blue
But
the
you're-
Savage is going to blow Laguna Blade on Nyx, but then Nyx is actually going to be able to spike Carapace it and walk away.
But your body was saying yes.
Thanks.
I think it was worth the interruption for that. Also, Lena now has Sight the Vice. Oh, relocate on Chaos Knight.
They're going for the Yato. Yato gets pulled
4
back in.
seconds stun. Oh, wow.
My glaives.
Hey, man,
Must be
support's
nice.
got to eat. Support's got to eat, bro.